Aquarius, welcome to your weekly horoscope for April 27th to May 3rd, 2026. My name's Adina. I'm an intuitive astrologer. Aquarius, this week is about visibility, not just about being seen. It's about being seen clearly, authentically, and in alignment with who you truly are becoming. Because what's unfolding now is a shift in your identity, your creative expression, and your public direction. And the question is, are you ready to own it? So we start the week off on April 28th with Venus in Gemini, forming a trine to Pluto in Aquarius. This is activating your fifth house of creativity, self expression, and joy, and your first house of identity and self. This is powerful alignment between who you are and how you express yourself. This is magnetism. This is you stepping into your authenticity and allowing that to be seen. Your creativity, your voice, your presence, it all carries depth and influence right now. You may feel inspired, more confident, more willing to show up as yourself without filtering. This is where your power becomes visible. But you do have to be careful of performing for validation or trying to control how others perceive your expression or even holding back out of fear of judgment. You don't need to curate your authenticity. You need to live it because the right people will resonate with what's real, not what's perfect. Then on April 29th, Venus in Gemini forms a T square to the lunar nodes. You have the South Node in your eighth house of intimacy, shared resources, and emotional entanglements, and the North Node in your second house of money, self worth, and personal values. This is a karmic crossroads around value and dependence. This is tension between what you share and what you own. This is you recognizing where you may have been over reliant on others emotionally, financially, or energetically, and where that has impacted your sense of self worth. The North Node is calling you back to yourself, to your value, to your independence, to building something that is yours. You do have to be careful of holding on to attachments out of fear or avoiding financial or emotional independence because it feels uncomfortable. You need to ask yourself, am I empowered in this situation or dependent on it? Because your growth requires self trust. Then we get to May 1st, and this is the emotional peak of the week because this is our full moon in Scorpio, which is activating your 10th house of career, public image, and life direction. This is a culmination in your external world. This is you seeing your path, your career, or your public role more clearly. You may reach a milestone or receive recognition or realize that something needs to shift in order to align with your truth. This is your moment of visibility, but you do have to be careful of pressure or emotional intensity around your career or feeling exposed or uncertain about your direction. You may feel like something is coming to a head, and it may be, but this is not here to destabilize you. It's here to align you. Now, on the same day, we're going to have Venus in your fifth house form a sextile to Saturn in your third house of communication and mindset. This is grounding your expression. This is you expressing yourself in a way that is not only inspired, but structured. Conversations, ideas, and creative projects can feel more stable, more tangible, more aligned with your long term vision. This is where your voice becomes a tool, but you do have to be careful for overthinking your expression, holding back your creativity because you're trying to perfect it. You don't need perfection. You need authenticity with direction. Then we get to May 2nd and we have Mercury entering Taurus. This is activating your fourth house of home, family, and emotional foundation. This is a shift inward. After a week of external focus and visibility, this is where you begin to ground yourself emotionally. This is clarity around your home, your environment, and your emotional needs. This is you thinking practically about what makes you feel secure and how to build that. This is where you reconnect with your foundation, but you do have to be careful of overthinking your emotions or trying to rationalize what needs to be felt or even avoiding necessary conversations within your home or family. You need to slow down. Your foundation matters just as much as your ambitions. Aquarius, this week is about authenticity, value, and alignment with your path. You are being asked to show up as yourself, to reclaim your worth, and to make adjustments in your external world that reflect your internal truth. And that requires courage because being seen is one thing, being seen authentically is another. This week isn't just about being seen, it's about being seen for who you truly are.